Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am Gary Sparrow. I'm the membership director here at the Henry County Chamber of Commerce, and glad to welcome you to our Business Boosters Lunch presentation. And this is really going to be a treat. We have Monique Davis with Fresh Talent Sources is with us today, and she has got some great information on recruiting and hiring. And I got a chance to preview the presentation a little bit yesterday, and she's really got some great information. It's really amazing. We do have a couple other things coming up at the chamber that I want to let everyone know about. Next week on Thursday is the Women's Empowerment Summit, and we are currently taking registration, selling tickets for that. If you haven't registered for that, make sure and check it out on our website. It's on our Facebook page. You can find some different areas there to register for that event. It's really going to be great. Have some great speakers lined up. So make sure and check that out. And then also on Monday, the 29th, we have our next community dialogue, and it'll kind of be centered on Women's History Month as well. So make sure and check out those things coming up at the chamber, and you will not be disappointed in what you get. So I think Monique is here. Are you with us, Monique?
Hello, I am. Good afternoon.
Right. Great. Well, I am just going to turn it over to you if you want to give anybody some other information about yourself. And then I know you've got a great presentation for us. So looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Gary. I am super pumped and excited about this presentation, guys, because the biggest thing I always get is how can I recruit on a budget, but also infuse technology with it. And so that is exactly what we're going to do today. So good afternoon, all. It's called Recruiting Intentionally, because if you follow me in my craziness on LinkedIn or Instagram, you know that I'm all about being intentional. And so that's what we kind of infuse a little bit of my personality with being intentional, along with recruiting and AI, artificial intelligence, which is super important in this era, in this time, in this age, because, you know, if you don't understand that, you're going to fall behind pretty quickly. And so I don't want you to be one of those companies that fall behind, right? So here we go. Just to give you a little bit of information about me, I am a coach, a trainer for recruiters on how to be intentional and basically being talent centric. Okay, we'll say that. I'm also one of the founders of Fresh Talent Sources, a firm that creates a convergence between career coaching, training, other corporations on how to set up all of their systems to run efficiently and on a budget, as well as sourcing services. Okay, and sourcing is a little bit like recruiting. It's just more focused on, finding a specific fit and a large outcome of quality talent. Okay. And so that's what we do. We are big on right fit methodology, and we base that on AI and focusing on talent behaviors, personality, and company culture to make sure that you guys as business leaders, as well as the dynamic talent, have an intentional cohesion. Okay. And so that's what we do. And so I'm really excited, guys, to be here with you today and talk about recruiting intentionally. So here we go. So today we don't have a lot of time, but I wish we did, because I would go over so much stuff here. But we're going to focus it in this time slot that we have, how to recruit intentionally, plus intentional branding, intentional job ads, very important, and intentional messaging. Okay. And basically intentional is just another word for purpose, right? Purpose is the key to unlocking how we engage with our candidates, our talent, how we get them interested in our jobs through our job ads and how we message them, and how we differentiate our brand as small business owners, and how we improve employee engagement and retention. Okay. And so that's what recruiting intentionally is about. It's good because it's going to help you no matter how big your budget, how small your budget. If your budget is free 99, meaning you have no budget, or if your budget is pretty, decent. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It applies for both. Okay, I'm going to give you examples for both here. This is absolutely for that business owner who is just tired of turnover. You're tired of putting a lot of money into hiring, training, and all that stuff, getting all the IT information for that person together, and then they don't work out. Well, we don't want that anymore, do we? No, we don't. I'll answer for you. We don't. Okay, so we're gonna show you today a little bit about that. Okay, so show me the data. Okay, yes, I say data. You may say data. Data, data, tomato, tomato, whichever one. You get what I mean, right? So I threw him in there because I was a Star Trek fan at one time, but don't tell anyone. But I wanted to talk to you about what we're going to focus in on as it relates to AI. Truly, 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 we want to focus on data plus AI. AI for recruiting is basically applying artificial intelligence, like learning or problem solving, or scraping information. All of that is what artificial intelligence can do for recruiting. Okay, and this is something that is basically designed to help you. It's designed to help automate some of the recruiting process, so you don't have to do it. Right? That's what makes it so easy. And so this is what we're going to talk about today. And I just mentioned about hiring managers wasting money and time and energy, but over 70% of managers and recruiters say that they've hired the wrong person for the job. Over 75% of them say they normally have a need for new employees because of individuals leaving because they figure out it's not the right fit. So you lose, the talent loses, on an average about $15,000 per person. For every bad hire, we don't want to call them bad hire, we're going to say not the right fit hire, okay? For every non-fit hire, that's about $15,000, right? Energy, time, all that good stuff. And that's sometimes not even including the salary. Right. So this is where data comes in, or data, however you would like for me to say it. Okay. So data helps you build a targeted talent pool, right? You understand certain information about that talent. Data helps you create a center of excellence, right? It helps you reduce the cost and helps you improve in your hiring. The more you know, the better you are off. Okay. That when you mix data plus AI, it is powerful. Okay. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about how to mix those together and what tools you can use, how to do your branding, your messaging, and all that stuff with that information. And when you use AI, it's quicker, it's easier, and it helps you collect the data that you need. Okay. So if you're ready, I need you to say or type somewhere, if you're on Facebook, hey, Facebook, hey, mom, if you're on Facebook, or if you're here in the room with us, I want you to type, show me the data. Show me the data, and then I can go on. If you can type that for me, I will go on. Okay, Facebook is catching on. Is anyone else in the chat room, in the chat box catching on? There you go. Come on, show me the data. I get pumped like that. You guys have to pump me up, okay? I'm one of those personality types. I like kudos and recognition. So show me the data. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Show me the data. Oh, you guys are awesome. I already know I'm gonna like this group. Okay, I'm excited. Now, before we start, here's the data that we're kind of pulling from. You can raise your hand if you've seen this virtually, but this is a DISC profile assessment, okay? I'm gonna let you guess who do you think I am on this chart? Just guess real quick. But we break it down into different formats. So we have D that stands for dominant, I that stands for influential, S that stands for steady, and C that stands for conscientious. And as you can see, I put a couple of little tidbits about each person, liking to participate in group discussions and frequently dealing with diverse groups of people. That's influential, hint, hint. And then you have all of these different ones that sometimes are combined. You'll have personalities or behavioral types. It's not just personality. This tells you how someone naturally thinks and their behavior. So it's not just personality like a Myers-Briggs, or you know what I mean? It's different, okay? And the AI that we're going to talk about today scrapes this type of data, this type of behavioral pattern data, and puts it into a DISC assessment. And we're going to talk about how that helps you hire the right fit. Now, is this the only tool that you're going to use to help you hire something? Absolutely not, but it's very helpful, I promise. Okay, you ever have a person that you hired for an assistant position and turns out they really belong in a quality improvement role? I have. I did. So this is just going to help you prevent that type of hire, okay? It's going to give you a powerful way to understand your talent. Okay, how a certain personality will react even with you. That's important. And we're going to talk about that in just a second, because sometimes we don't know who we are. And we, as hiring managers or individuals in a startup environment, oh my goodness, you got to know yourself. So before finding the right fit, I'm going to need you to know where you fit. Okay. So that's what you want to do. Does anyone see themselves in any of this? Can you see yourself in any of this? I'm looking at the chat real quick to see who's responding. To see, okay. Monita said that I'm an I. You're absolutely positively right, Monita. You get a gold star. As a matter of fact, yes, you get a gold star because that was good. But so that is exactly me, y'all. That's me. I am an I mixed with something else. I'm going to show you what else I am. So let's show you. I am also a D. I'm an ID. Okay. And you'll find that some people are mixtures. Okay. And that's a good thing. Okay. They're not just like one dimensional. And so what does that mean? Well, I use a program called Humantics. OMG, I love Humantics, guys. It's so easy. It's so amazing. And this is my secret. I am telling y'all my secret. Okay. So you have to love me after this. But every time I get a client that tells me, can you help me get my recruiting team together? I say, yeah, I can. Tell me who they are first. Who are these people? Who's the hiring manager? I want to know about them. I want to know everything about you guys first. They're like, well, we want you to help us get this together to source for this type of position. And I'm like, no. I need to know about you. And this is where we start. So this is me. I'm a listener. I'm a team player. I can be formal. I like to raise the bar for all of my goals, and I'm very proud of my accomplishments. I would say that's definitely me. But I'm also energetic. I'm also adventurous. I'm also someone who likes to meet different people and new people. I definitely don't meet a stranger. It doesn't matter what walk of life you come from. I always find some commonality, and that's why I think this is such a big interest to me. Okay, and so you know what I want to do real quick. Do you mind, guys? I want to jump out of here. I'm going to jump out real quick. I promise I won't stay out long, but I'm going to jump out real quick and I'm going to share my screen. Okay. And I'm going to show you what it looks like to use Humantics. So Humantics is super duper easy. You see, I'm in Chrome. All you do, it's a free Chrome extension too. You go to Chrome, Google Store or something, and you find all those extensions and you type in Humantics. And then this little thing here pops up. I don't know if you can see my arrow circling this little area here, but this little icon is the Humantic AI icon. Now, once you find out which person well, let's not even talk about what person. Let's talk about you first. Let's go to you. So I'm going to go to me, and you're going to see how absolutely easy it is for you to do this. And I didn't get a chance to go to me, so I'm going to try my best to go here. There we go. So I'm going to go view my profile, and voila. So this is me. And it says no personality. It's asking me, do I want to know my personality? Yes, I do. And this is how easy it is. Voila. That's AI. Okay. That's AI magic. So this is what happens with AI. It literally does it in seconds. It scrapes all the information about me that I've written on LinkedIn, that I've talked about, that I've said, that I've liked, that I've done, that I wrote, and they come up with this information. Now, is this stuff true? Absolutely, positively. Now, the formal thing, when they say formal, I think they mean by my emails or how I approach individuals. I'm definitely I think formal for this definition is more like respectful. So yeah, I'm definitely in that manner. But for the most part, my language can be kind of casual, I would say. But this is how to engage me. If you want to excite me, compliment me. Hello. Tell me something about me that you love. No, I'm just joking, but this is really true. This is very exciting. I love to look at myself, but this helps you to understand what you need, right? What you need. Would I work well with someone who is kind of shy and they don't necessarily like to talk or communicate? Probably not, right? Because I need someone, that I'm going to be able to communicate with, that can tell me when I'm out of the box or in the box or wherever I am, right? So this is how easy Humantics AI is. Okay. I just wanted to show you guys that. Okay. And I think I think the extension is free, but if you wanted to like get deeper into the information, you have to pay like this nominal fee per month, which is ridiculously cheap for you to be able to use this. So again, it's still in the budget. All right. Now that I've shown you guys that, we can go back. Let's go back to the presentation, but I like to jump out if that's okay. I like to just jump out and show you guys some hands-on things real quick. So I want you to get comfortable with AI. I don't want you to be afraid of technology during this time. It's super important that you have it. So I showed you how to get to Humantics and get that Chrome extension. So this is what it looks like when you have the full version of it. Now, I talked to you about what I need as a hiring manager and a startup person, right? A startup founder. I need to have someone who's focused, because sometimes I tend not to be, right? So if I tend not to be focused, what does that mean that I need from a personality perspective? I need someone who is focused. I need someone who has good planning skills. If they're going to be able to help me be my success manager, right? They're going to have to do that. And they're going to also have to be optimistic as well. They're going to have to be able to read into situations favorably and not be critical or think that people are being critical of them if they give them feedback. So Ariel, it shows here, I don't know why it shows here 88%, but I didn't put her in the right area. And that's the other thing about Humantics. You can easily figure out the perfect fit once you put the job description in. Okay. And so I wanted to show you guys here her personality type. The highest here is influence and steadiness. She's not influence and dominance, because the ID and ID probably wouldn't do well together in terms of a success manager or assistant to the other ID. So that doesn't always go well together, but what does go well together is someone who's steady, right? Someone who is steady, someone who is reliable, someone, who's focused. That steady means harmony. Like, you're all about the harmony, you're steady. This was a good hire for me. Ariel was a contractor that I hired for an extensive contract, a long-term contract. And when I tell you she was the best hire that I ever had, the best hire that I ever had. And I wanted to give you this full view so you can see that this is the information that you take. You find the individual on LinkedIn or wherever you want it to go, and you figure out what it is that they have in terms of their talent and how it can help you. Okay, I want to jump in real quick and give you a list of individuals that I also had in the success manager role for Humantics. And so this is Christian. Christian's actually still with me. So this is Christian. Vernell is not. Now, she wasn't a good fit because of a couple of things that I want you to show you real quick what you look at. So you don't only look at the match score, because the match score, I mean, anything over a B or a C to me is a good thing. But the match score shows some really good things about her, like her high scores influence, another score steadiness. So it sounds like a good fit, but what wasn't good and what wasn't a good fit, not good, but wasn't a good fit, was this here. What is that? Action orientedness. This was so on the money. This was so on the money. I'm telling you, someone who would thrive well with me has to be action oriented. Like, they have to be able to be decisive and be able to be capable to be goal focused and to be able to deliver outcomes. And just this is really, for me, what I need, right? So I don't know what you need, but you know what you need. Okay. So here's what's cool about this. I'm going to show you this. This young lady didn't work out with me either. She was a short-term temp. Now she was a sweetheart, but she couldn't keep up in that type of environment. Nothing against her. She's an amazing young lady, smart. But look at the action orientedness. It was a 4. Right? And what am I showing? I'm not showing this to do anything but show you how it's important to look into the people. This is not the end all be all. You can ask questions that are geared towards action orientedness and to see what they do in different situations, right? Sometimes you get those right answers, sometimes you don't, but I want to show you action orientedness here. Look at how high Ariel was. 8.2. That's a perfect match for me. I'm sorry. That's a perfect match. So anyway, okay, I had to jump out and show you that real quick because I want to show you just how easy. You basically add the position, like I did, success manager. You put the job description in. It does its AI magic, right? It's artificial intelligence learning what those words mean and how they relate to DISC and profile assessments. And then boom, it gives you a good meter to measure individuals and to gauge individuals' personalities on. Okay. I hope you learned something. If you learned something, just say, aha. That helps me to understand that I'm doing something right. Okay. All right. So, okay, that's how you add the candidates. All right. So let's jump back in here because I want to show you something else. Okay. Now, voila, there we go. Okay. So now, the first things first, let's say you come to me and you say, Monique, I need help. I'm looking for field technicians. We can't find them anywhere. Okay, well, let's talk about that. Like, who are they? What do they do? Like, that's what I want to know. Who exactly are you wanting to attract? What's missing in your environment? And so when I researched multiple field techs, this is the combination that kept coming up. SC. What is SC? I'll go back real quick so you can see. SC. Steady, conscientious. Look at that conscientious back there. It's solving problems with analysis of something, researching to find the root cause of something, and then promoting teamwork and listening and being able to respond thoughtfully. That's the typical type, right? That's the typical type. Several field techs that I reviewed, several had that same combination. Okay, some just had S, some had just C, but those were the combinations. Okay. This is such a great, powerful tool because it helped me to understand the type of person, what do they like? And then you dig deep. Where do they hang out? How could I keep them engaged? Right? A lot of them athletic. When we did the research, athletic, they like working with their hands, they like to travel, they liked Home Depot, they liked woodwork, they liked cars. These are just some of the things that they liked. And so that's a part of it. So when I understand who my target audience is, what my target talent persona is, my candidate persona, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for me? That means that I can be intentional with my branding. OMG. I can be intentional with my branding. So right now, if you think about it, what does your branding say as it relates to your business? In Instagram, in Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, what does your profile say? Does it attract any of the people here that you're looking for? Does it? You got to tell me. I don't know. So does it attract them? That's the thing. And so how can you attract them? It's through content. It is through content, y'all. And content can be free 99, right? You can, as a small business owner, or if you have an intern, you can post this free 99. Or if you already have a marketing team, make sure what they're posting aligns with what you're looking for. That's why marketing and recruiting should always be talking to each other. They should really be like married. They should always be bouncing ideas off of each other. They should always be connected. So let's say you have a current field tech or maintenance tech position. You want to post. You want to post realistic job previews. You want to talk about the pay, the perks, all of that stuff. Describe the work days. Describe the culture on your your page. Do everything that you need to do to show them that you care more than just good afternoon, we're hiring, help wanted. That's not the same thing. We're in a different culture now, guys. People want to feel connected to the position. They want to see themselves in the position. Okay. So here's a good plan. I want you to write this down. And we're gonna break it in 30, 30, 30, 3, 6, 9, 10. Okay. 30, 30, 30, 10. Okay. So 30% of what you post on any of these platforms, especially LinkedIn, should talk about the company itself. 30%. So that means your staff, that means your job, your realistic job preview. That means events that you have. You know what you could do? You could even give tips and tricks on how to be the perfect maintenance technician. You know what I mean? Give tips and tricks on how to fix certain things. What is the biggest problem with maintenance technician? Maybe turnover. What do you call that when they turn over the whole house or whatever, the whole apartment community? Talk about those things. Give those tips. You're like, I don't want to give those tips out and they go use it for another company. That's not the point. You're missing the point. Intentional, purposeful. You are drawing those people in to show that you care. Okay. I know I gave someone an aha moment. You just didn't give me my due, but it's okay. The next 30% is going to be content dealing with the problems and the issues of the industry. Like, where's the current industry in terms of technicians or administrative assistants or warehouse professionals? What's the current industry? Is it booming? Talk about it, right? Content dealing with that is good. It draws people into your page. Okay. The other 30%, 3, 6, 30 is job posting. You want to post jobs with hashtags, referrals wanted, maintenance techs needed, now hiring. This is all free 99. So you're putting those hashtags in, right? The last 10% is humor. It's humor. If you're a conservative company, it's okay to just add a little bit of humor to attract people, right? We've noticed that 70% of engagement on all of these social media platforms start with a funny post or meme of some sort, right? You can still be conservative, you can still be professional and be humorous, okay? So you can also do things like fun contests. If you guys have a company-wide contest, or maybe you want to do a contest externally, an external contest. Maybe you want to do a poll, happy hour picks. If you guys ever have well, I know it's COVID, but maybe virtual happy hour pics that you can screenshot the virtual Zoom. But you can do so many different things. One thing that I just recently had with a telecom client is I had them to assign a brand ambassador. So they gave, it's basically getting 2 for 1. So they have an individual that's a telecom engineer, but he's really good with blogging and social media. So I had them, we talked to them, had them talk to him about becoming an ambassador. And that means he's blogging, he's doing these things, he's doing social media takeovers, and he's saying sponsored by the company, right? So there's ways that you can get around not having to pay for a whole new different person by knowing your staff. You may have someone who's amazing at writing that's already there, that you don't have to go and find someone else, and he's already doing the exact job that you're trying to draw people in to do, right? Okay, I hope you guys understood that. All right, so with intentional branding, it's knowing your audience. It's really knowing who you're looking for, and it's creating lead magnets, and those lead magnets end up helping build your email list. And those email lists do what? They help you get more referrals. It's very like all goes together. And so if you're asking, okay, what is what's a lead magnet? So a lead magnet is basically something like a freebie. Okay, it's some sort of freebie that you give away in order for you to grab someone's information, grab their, their email address, which is really important, but you can also grab their Twitter handle, their Instagram handle, their LinkedIn profile. Your lead magnet can ask a question like, are you currently employed? Are you looking for employment? Before you give them the actual freebie. Okay, let me just show you some different ideas so you can understand. So here's some ideas. So and my favorite that we love to do for our clients are the quizzes. Now you can do these on your own. Listen, we do this service for you, but you can absolutely do this for yourself. You can create an ebook, you can create quizzes and draw them in. Now before they get the quiz, or maybe the quiz can be a fun quiz on them finding out, are you the perfect shipper? Are you the perfect logistics person? Are you the perfect administrative assistant? Or what type of administrative assistant are you? Or what type of you can compare it to like I don't know if you guys like The Office, but I know it's an older thing. But you can compare them by personality towards the office members. Like which office person are you? But whatever you do, you can. I love quizzes because they're the most fun. Those are the most engaging ones. People do that the most. You can see who's an expert at what. You can do live webinars like we're doing now. You can do a cheat sheet of some sort. I know with supply chain and management, we there's like a cheat sheet that we did on how you can figure out the go-to the made to stock versus the made to order. I forget what that company did, but it's all sorts of things that you can do. And these are some examples. So I hope this is good for you as far as your lead magnets. Okay. And you can place these lead magnets absolutely anywhere. Okay. Absolutely anywhere. You can put it on your website. You can put it, if you're an accounting company, give them a free budget spreadsheet, right? This also helps with leads, but if you cater it towards those individuals that you're trying to recruit, it's even better, right? It's even better. Okay, so hope you guys understood that piece. I just wanted to quickly show you what happens after the lead magnet. It's very simple. You segment your email list. You end up understanding who they are, right? Because of the questions that you're asking or because of the type of lead magnet they respond to. You create content on all of those platforms because of that. That's intentional. That's being intentional with your recruiting. You solve a problem. Maybe you add a solution to whatever their problems could be, right? On your own terms. You get connection from these lead magnets, you get engagement, and then you get hires. That's what engagement is, right? And you're also building referral networks at the same time. People want to feel like you trust them. Okay, that's it. People want to feel like you trust them. So your talent is on social media. Post those lead magnets everywhere. Okay, and all of the other things that I told you to post, the 3 10, okay, post ideas that I gave you as well. And really quickly, we're going to breeze through this because we got about 10 minutes. Intentional job ads. So many different times. This is like the biggest part that we have to help individuals with is how to answer these questions. Screenshot this, but if you can speak this to your job ad and not say, this individual will do this and this individual will do that, and you can say, you're going to do this. You're going to do that. You will have this. Just by answering these questions. Just by answering these questions, you'll have a better idea. For example, why is this person being hired? Well, this person's being hired to write content for our social media pages and our blogs. Okay, then that's what you need to say. As soon as you write the message, that's what you need to say. What is this role? Why does this role even exist? Well, it exists because we need people. We need to create more attention grabbing content for our customers and for people who don't know about us, right? So we can attract them. Why do we need that? We need it because without a content marketing department, who's going to establish our brand? We want to be established as a thought leader in the field of training and recruiting and sourcing. And we want to inform the public about all of the different products that we offer. You can answer these questions and put it into a job ad versus a list of requirements and duties that are just so boring. Okay, it's just going to be real, just boring. So adding a quote from an employee is the new thing, and it's really, 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 really great because it really draws individuals in. So get an employee quote, even add their picture, right? So people can see who they'll be working with. That's so much more credible, right? And again, I said you, yours versus we and us would be absolutely helpful. Okay, these are just a couple of little keywords that I wanted to just throw out there that people normally just, depending on the types of person that you're looking for. If you're in Hampton and you're looking for someone in Hampton that is a traveler, or maybe someone who, you know, is looking for stability, maybe your type of person is a homebody or whatever. You just got to know your person and be intentional with those job ads. Okay, you relate it to that. Use sports analogies if that type of persona loves sports or cars or handiwork, right? Use that when you're describing the job ad. Okay, now really quickly, we have a couple minutes left, so really quickly, this is recruiting intentionally on a budget when you're actually recruiting. So with those job ads, of course you're going to post those job ads, but you're going to have to do some recruiting yourself. And I'm going to jump out really quickly so I can show you. Okay, I want to show you. I'm going to just jump into another tool that I use constantly. I want to show you the sourcing of it. So when it comes down to sourcing, let me go ahead and just click here. I can't show you from the jump, but let's say you're looking for some individuals in Hampton. This is HireTool. HireTool is the #1 talent data AI system. You get candidates like this. They scrape the entire internet, all of the different channels of the internet, and they find people for you. They do the job of a recruiter. I know, but I also help you get your systems together so that you can combine them with HireTool. So I'm not giving it away like, oh, I thought you were a recruiter. Why are you telling people your secrets? Hey, it's going to help you because you're a small business and you're not a big corporation. So this is going to help you either way. And if you need my help to get you started with this, I can still help, right? But anywho, let's say you're looking for a warehouse person. Everybody's looking for a warehouse person in Hampton. You're going to type in warehouse. You can type in warehouse, you can type in package handler, you can type in, I don't know, just anything, fulfillment associate. I mean, you can just general laborer, just the list goes on. You can do something mandatory, or you can just go into preferred skills and add a couple of skills that are really important to you. Shipping and customer service. I need someone who can give great customer service, but also isn't afraid to put that package together and ship it out. Okay. All right. And the location is Hampton, Georgia. Now, of course, Hampton, Georgia only has about 1,000 people in the candidate pool. But if we push it to like 30 miles out of Hampton instead of 15, you'll get a larger pool of candidates. Okay. As you can see, the candidate jumped to 5,000 people in that candidate pool that we have access to. That's AI. That's the power of AI, guys. It blows my mind. So, what does that mean for me? That means that, look, I can reach out to all of these individuals. It'll find their contact information. It'll find their LinkedIn addresses. This is amazing. I love this tool so much. Okay. I'm sorry. I get excited. So what happens now, I'm going to jump in because I don't have a lot of time. I wanted to show you more about it, but I'm going to show you the candidates just real quick and then show you how easily you can communicate. So really quickly, so Mariko Johnson, he's in McDonough, Georgia. This is his Gmail account. I'm not going to show it out loud here, but if I click it, I will see his full Gmail account and I can send it over. I can send him a message over, right? Immediately. I can send him a message. Look at all these people. And it just gave me 50 because I only wanted 50 results. But look how these people, well, she's not a good fit. So I'm going to put not a fit for her. She's a food server. But you get what I mean, guys? Come on. This is amazing. This is AI. This is what artificial intelligence can do for your company. Now, HireTool is not free, but they do have a free Chrome extension that you can connect to by going to that Chrome store that I told you about and clicking HireTool. It'll give you a free version of this. Okay. But the full thing here, it's cheap. I'm talking about if you have a recruiting budget, this is in your budget. I don't know what your budget is, but this is in yours. If it's you know what I mean? Like it's easy. So Boolean strings, we didn't get a chance to talk about that because I wanted to get done by 12:45, but HireTool is great. Facebook is great. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Facebook is great. Now, this client here was in Duluth, Georgia. I got them about 10 different document scanners using Facebook for free $99. free 99. Okay. This was 100% free. And it was, I got over 128 applications for a document scanner. What did I do? I just talked about the shift. I talked about this. I talked about what we're looking for, what you'll be doing, blah, blah, blah. And I got 128 applications, y'all. No, I wanted to show you, like, for real, like, this is what happened. And 10 hires out of that 128 applications. So that's free. Okay. What else can I show you? Facebook, Google. I'm gonna just jump in because I don't want to I don't want to take up too much more time. I got 4 minutes I'm working with here. So again, this is what HireTool does. It basically has an open web talent pool to over 700 million profiles. It's AI sourcing for every single public platform that there is. It scrapes all of that information. It integrates with your applicant tracking system. If you don't have an applicant tracking system, we at First Talent Sources, we have one that hundreds of individuals use, and it's a nominal fee, and we help you create that so that you can connect it with HireTool if that's what you want. And these are just some subject lines once you actually find the talent. Now, if you use HireTool and Facebook and all of the stuff that I just showed you guys, you're going to get talent. You're going to get a lot of talent, and you got to know what to say. So here's some things that you can say in terms of subject lines. People will delete your emails if that subject isn't on point. And so that's what we're going to help you do. We're going to help you. My computer's trying to die. We're going to help you with that. Senior field technicians, ASAP versus immediate action required. And saying a phone interview request, I said Dwight Schrute, but phone interview request is a really good subject line. It always get a lot of opens with that. Screenshot this if you can. This is what to say to them, right? Brevity is your friend. Can we say that together? Brevity is your friend. I want you to be brief and concise and to the point, because there's no reason to go with this long list. Put a link to the job. Don't put the whole job description in there, especially when you're dealing with LinkedIn. They only give you a short amount of space to send your message, right? So that's what you want to do. And that's it. Woohoo! I finished in time. All right, guys, if you have questions, please click on the Q&A button and ask any questions that you can, regardless of what they are. If you want me to go back to a slide, if you have a question as it relates to, anything, let me know. Does HireTool allow you to create personas as a filter? Yes! You can definitely create a persona type. And that's basically what I just showed you. Oh, we're on good time. Thanks, Gary. All right. Where do you go to interface with the free Facebook AI tool? You just go to Facebook. Guys. You go directly to Facebook and you create a job. And Facebook now has this huge thing called Facebook Jobs, and they desire to compete basically with some of the other tools out there, and they just want everybody to stay in Facebook. And so, hey, guess what? That's where your talent is. If you have a job opportunity that's under $25 an hour, guess what? They're on Facebook. That your demographic is on Facebook. Okay. So that's what I want you guys to keep in mind. You go where your people are. I have a whole training on sourcing, how to actually source for talent, but that's definitely one of the key places is Facebook and Instagram, believe it or not. Any other questions? Hopefully I was able to help. Any other questions, guys? Oh, that's good. And I can't see Facebook. I can only see Zoom. So hopefully that was helpful to you all, and you understand the power of AI and data and how it can just really make your recruiting super simple, super easy, and super inexpensive on a budget. That's it.
Monique, that was great. Great information. I appreciate you coming on with us. I love your energy. I need you to be one of my ambassadors.
Yes.
We're going to get you on the ambassador committee. Definitely need you there. But yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, if you would, right quick, stick your email in the chat to everyone. And then if they have any questions later, anything that maybe they didn't want to ask on the webinar, feel free to reach out to Monique. You can also reach out to me, and I'll definitely forward any questions or anything you might have to her as well. But great job, great presentation. I've learned a lot.
Yay! Hey, that's what matters, Gary. You're the boss. So if you learned, I'm happy.
Absolutely. So you did a great job. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'll forward any questions we have to you, and look forward to getting you engaged in some other things we're doing.
Yay! Thank you so much, Gary. Thank you so much, Barbara. I really appreciate you all. And it was a pleasure just being able to pour out some information and hopefully help some of these small businesses really be able to find the talent that they really need.
All right. Great. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you, everyone.